The 30 Days battle and King Sadala, the silence of the cosmos, would never be the same again. For 30 uninterrupted days, Son Goku and Gohan taken by Akumo. They waged a struggle so colossal that creation itself trembled. These were no longer simple clashes of martial arts or contests between warriors. They were clashes of ancient wills that threatened to undo everything that existed. The first day had already been devastating. An exchange of blows between Goku at the peak of his good killer and Gohan possessed by the demonic essence of Akumo destroyed hundreds of star systems, erased entire galaxies, and forced even angels to watch with trepidation. The initial impact created rifts between universes, allowing mortals in distant dimensions to feel echoes of that battle. On the 5th day, the universes began to collapse in sync. Each punch reverberated not only on the fighting stage, but in the very foundations of reality. Worlds that had nothing to do with the fight succumbed to the echo of the released energy. Goku, even trying to counter his blows, was forced to fight with all his strength because Akumo knew no limits. With each night, if it could be called night in the cosmic void, Gohan's transformation grew more monstrous. His muscles grew, his eyes became increasingly bestial, and Akumo's aura expanded, as if trying to envelop the entire universe in darkness. With each passing day, Goku noticed his son fading away, suffocated by the presence of his forgotten ancestor. On the 15th day, the walls separating the universes began to break down. It was as if the struggle was so intense that the very fabric of the multiverse could no longer bear it. Vortices of pure energy appeared randomly, sucking in entire worlds. Only the presence of the Daishinkan in the background kept the chaos in some order, preventing the whole from being destroyed all at once. But nothing could stop the inevitable. On the 30th day, after a simultaneous blow between the two, the energy released was so colossal that no barrier could resist. A gigantic tear opened in the cosmic fabric and swallowed the warriors, hurling them into a dimension none of them had anticipated, the Universe 6. The impact of their arrival caused the heavens to split. Planets trembled as if made of glass about to shatter. The Saiyans of that universe, descendants of a pure bloodline distinct from that of Universe 7, fell to their knees, unable to withstand the pressure. Kaba, Caulifla, Kale, and countless older warriors felt their souls tremble. To them, it was as if two primordial gods had fallen on their territory. In the center of the crater left by the impact, Akumo Gohan. He stood up. His breathing was heavy, but his aura continued to grow, as if absorbing the very pain of the fight to strengthen himself. His red eyes burned like blades, and his laughter echoed darkly, crossing the battlefield. It was at that moment that a different presence revealed itself. An imposing warrior, in gleaming armor and a cape that flapped in the wind, walked toward Akumo. His eyes held no fear, but firmness. His posture exuded natural authority, and his Saiyan aura seemed as ancient as the stars themselves. It was Rey Sadala, ruler of the Saiyan homeworld in Universe 6. He stopped before the monstrosity that Gohan had become and spoke in a voice that echoed like thunder. "Enough, warrior. Your fury threatens not only this universe, but all of us. I will not allow a descendant of our race to continue on this path of destruction." Akumo, using Gohan's body, tilted his head, laughing in disdain. His voice sounded like multiple entities speaking in unison. "You call yourself king, but I am the origin. Before your lineage existed, I already walked the fields of creation. You dare face me, mortal?" King Sadala raised his hand and summoned a sword of condensed energy, its blade seeming to pulse with the strength of thousands of generations of Saiyans. His eyes glowed brightly. "If you are truly the beginning, then I will be the one who puts an end." Akumo Gohan stepped forward, his black aura expanding, corroding the ground and cracking the space around him. King Sadala, in turn, planted his feet, and the air around him vibrated as if the elements recognized his leadership. The tension between the two reached unbearable levels. The Saiyans who were still breathing looked up, seeing the inevitable confrontation about to happen. The bloodline of the past and the ancient chaos were facing off, and Universe 6 was becoming the stage for a fight that could redefine the entire fate of the multiverse. The Celestial Prison and the arrival of Amaron. After 30 days of uninterrupted combat against Akuma Gohan, Gohan's body son Goku could no longer bear the weight of the battle. He had faced cosmic furies, withstood the collapse of entire universes, and held firm to his resolve. But the instant the dimensional tear flung them apart, the Saiyan was separated from his foe and hurled toward a different realm, far from any universe, heavenly prison. It was a place outside of space and time, a region built by the ancient gods to contain entities that threatened the balance of creation. There was no ground, no sky, only a white void and divine chains made of light and energy that clung to Goku's body, draining his life force and preventing him from even moving. As Goku struggled to resist, a female shadow appeared before him. Her presence was so intense that even the void around her seemed to bend. Her blue hair shone like celestial rivers, her skin exuding purity and menace at the same time. Her eyes conveyed a mixture of compassion and absolute coldness. It was Zekai, the mother of angels. She approached slowly, and her voice echoed softly, yet filled with power. "Son Goku, even you ended up here. This only confirms what I already know. The current universes are doomed. The gods of destruction are puppets. The angels are jailers of a childish king. And you're just a lost warrior." Goku gritted his teeth, pulling at the chains that bound him. "No matter where I am, I will never fight on your side." Zekai smiled serenely. "I don't need your permission. A piece can be moved even unintentionally." She raised her hand and additional chains began to form, seeking to imprison even the Saiyan's essence. But before the ritual could be completed, a wave of pure light shattered the void. A staff shone brightly, severing the chains in a single strike. "That's enough, Mother," said a firm voice. It was the Daishinkan appearing out of nowhere. His eyes held the weight of responsibility, and his expression was darker than usual. Zekai took only a step back, but still maintained a superior gaze. "You can't protect them forever, son. Time is on my side." With a wave of his staff, the Daishinkan completely freed Goku and enveloped him in a protective sphere of energy. "You don't belong here, son Goku. Your fight isn't over yet." In the blink of an eye, they both disappeared from the void and reappeared in the Universe 6. When Goku opened his eyes, the sight he saw shocked him. The ground was covered in Saiyan bodies. Drink, Caulifla Ikalale fallen, gravely wounded, as were dozens of warriors who had tried to resist. The air was thick with the smell of blood and destruction, and the darkened sky seemed to mourn the massacre. "No," Goku muttered, feeling his breath hitch. "They are all..." But before he could finish his sentence, an arrogant voice echoed through the ruins. A tall figure walked calmly, each step crunching debris beneath his black boots. His armor was adorned with ancient symbols, marked with runes of destruction. His skin was pale, and his deep purple eyes gleamed with malice. His bearing conveyed absolute superiority. It was Amaron, the venerable heir to the destruction of Universe 14, descended from a lineage as ancient as the gods themselves. He stood before Goku and looked at the bodies of the fallen Saiyans, shaking his head in disdain. "So this is the pride of the Saiyans of Universe 6, he said coldly. "I expected more. In the end, they're all just failed warriors." Goku clenched his fist so tightly that his fingers trembled. The air around him began to vibrate. His eyes, now pure white, stared at Amaron with an intensity that would make any enemy hesitate. "You," he said, his voice firm and filled with contained rage, "dared to touch the Saiyans. What you did to them, you will pay. I swear, you will pay with your own life." Lightning flashed across the sky. The wind roared. Goku's blue aura began to vibrate violently, foreshadowing that the coming confrontation would not be just a fight, but a reckoning that could shake even the reborn. Universe 14 continues. And so ends another chapter of the Dragon Ball Legends. But this battle is far from over. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss the next episodes. This is Mr. Kakarot, and we'll see you in the next story. Bye!